One way story.
Huh?
That's what I said, one way story.
Oh, is it?
Reminds her of his son.
I'm not in charge anymore, Sean.
Sean
I
is.
like that. I like the center of the table. She's gonna tell
What a
us.
song.
I like the center of the table.
Sean, are you staying in that chair? You are, okay. Do you want an agenda? Agenda. Hey, Monica. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tabernacle Township Reorganization and Workshop Meeting for 2017. My name is LaShawn Barber. I am your municipal clerk. And to the right of me is Terry Henry, your Chief Financial Officer. And to the right of him is Douglas Kramer, Township Administrator and Director of Public Works. We have in the back Colonel Lowe, Emergency Management. And we have Thomas Boyd, Construction Official. Can we, everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and do the sunshine notice right now. This meeting is called pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of January the 1st, 2017 was sent to the Central Record, Burlington County Times, and Courier Post, posted on the bulletin board at Town Hall, and remain continuously posted as required notice under statute. In addition, a copy of this notice is and has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. The notices were sent to the Burlington County Times and the Central Record on November 30th, 2016. So I want to make that correction on the record. We have, I want to go ahead and do the roll call. We have Mr. Barton.
Present.
Ms. Brown. Mr. Franzen.
Here.
Mr. Lee.
Here.
Mr. Yates.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the oath of offices. Can I have the family members of Stephen Lee, Stephen B. Lee, the fourth, come up?
But they're here.
Okay. Want to go by the flag, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay?
You're in charge. I just work.
That's right, I'm in charge today.
That's right.
Stand on the Bible, please. Would you raise your right hand? Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Stephen B. Lee IV,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and of the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of Township Committee.
of Township Committee.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So help me God.
So help me God. You didn't say that part.
Okay. Congratulations. Okay, now we're going to have the oath of office for Joseph Yates IV. The family members come up. And the oath of office will be given by Peter C. Lang Jr.
Mr. Yates, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joseph Yates IV,
I, Joseph Yates IV,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties of the office of Township Committee
all the duties of the office of Township Committee,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Okay, now we're going to do the nominations for mayor. We have a nomination for mayor.
I'd like to nominate Stephen Lee the fourth.
We have a second.
Second.
Nominations closed. We have roll call. Mr. Barton.
Yes.
Mr. Franzen.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Yates.
Yes.
Thank you. We have nominations for deputy mayor.
I'd like to nominate Joseph Yates IV.
Thank you. May I have a second?
A second.
Nominations closed. Roll call, Mr. Barton.
Yes.
Mr. Franzen.
Yes.
Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Mr. Yates.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. We do the oath of office. We get these gentlemen in office. You're the mayor. You want your family members to come up?
You okay with me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Can you hold it a little higher? Thank you.
Okay. Raise your right hand. Thank you. I state your name.
I, Stephen Lee IV,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of the office of mayor
of the office of mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Ready to read it?
I'm ready to read it.
I state your name.
I, Joseph Yates IV,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties of deputy mayor
all the duties of deputy mayor
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations again.
Good evening. At this time, we're going to move to Resolution 2017-3, which is the appointment of our township attorney. Need a motion, please?
I'd like to make a motion for Peter Lang.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Need a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Mr. Lang, would you please join us?
Appreciate the opportunity to serve. Thank you.
Next item is motion to adopt resolutions 2017-1, the committee bylaws. Need a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Ms. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion to adopt resolution 2017-2, the temporary budget appropriations. Need a motion, please?
Make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt resolution 2017-4, the appointment of official newspaper. Central Record, the Burlington County Times. Need a motion, please?
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen and Mr. Yates. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt resolution 2017-5, the sunshine notice. And at this time, we will also adopt the meeting dates.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any questions or comments? All meetings will be at 7:30. Roll call, please.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt resolution 2017-6, interest on taxes. Need a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you, Mayor Yates. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Resolution 2017-7, investment of funds. Need a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Bard. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-8, depository of funds. Investors Bank.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Need a second, please? Is it Mr. Yates? Thank you, Mr. Yates. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-9, adoption of the cash management plan. Need a motion and a second, please?
I'll make it.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Questions or comments? Roll call.
Thank you. Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-10, assessor appeals. Need a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Resolution to adopt 2017-11, the appointment of the township engineer. I'll ask for nomination, please.
I'd like to nominate Dan Guzzi, engineering.
Mr. Yates nominates Dan Guzzi. Need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-12, the appointment of the registered municipal accountant, also known as the auditor. Asking for nomination, please.
I'd like to nominate Holman Frenier Allison.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Nomination for Holman Friendly Allison. Need a second, please?
Second.
Joe got it.
Mr. Yates, Mr. Barton.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-13, the appointment of environmental consultant. Need a nomination, please.
I'd like to nominate Stewart Environmental Associates.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen, for the nomination for Stewart Environmental Associates. Need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-14, the appointment of the site plan engineer. And I need a nomination, please.
I'd like to nominate Dante Guzzi again.
Mr. Yates nominates Dante Guzzi. Need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Any questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-15, the appointment of an architect of record. Can I get a nomination, please?
I'd like to nominate Rybread Associates.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen, for the nomination for Rybread Architects in Mount Holly. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Yates, for the nomination. Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
And Mayor Lee?
Abstain.
Thank you.
In spirit of full disclosure, when I served on the township, on the elementary school, where I served on the school board in Green Bank, I worked with Rybread Architects on a project there. And so because of that perceived conflict with having to work with a different municipality, I thought it was important to abstain from this decision this evening. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-16, appointment of bond counsel. Need a nomination, please?
I'd like to nominate Parker McKay.
Mr. Yates nominates Parker McKay for bond counsel. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-17, the appointment of municipal prosecutor. Need a nomination, please?
I'll nominate Gusouris and Connors.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen, for the nomination of Katsouris and Connors. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-18, appointment of alternate municipal prosecutor. Need a nomination, please? Actually, before I ask for nomination, I want to clarify why we're doing this. This is, having an alternate municipal prosecutor is something that's required by the state of New Jersey. With the benefit of having Katsouris and Connors, they're actually a firm, so there's more than one attorney in that office. If the event that Mr. Katsouris can't make it, or we have to appoint a alternate municipal prosecutor for the requirement for the state courts. So I need a nomination, please.
Mayor, do we have to name the person, or can we name the firm and they can send an alternate?
They have to be named. That's the requirement of the court. They want to do that so that they can make sure that the individual is qualified, that there aren't any licensure issues. It's a recent clarification from the Supreme Court Administrative Justice, and they want a named prosecutor.
Thanks, Peter.
You could actually, you could probably set a precedent to say that we'd like to name a licensed prosecutor that's licensed to practice for the county.
Why they have done that with respect to public defenders is because they view the defendant's rights as paramount, and given the individual rights associated with the individual representation. That's the logic of Judge Grant, the Supreme Court Administrative Justice.
We have a nomination?
No, we had one other firm on our bid list, did we not? I guess that's what we have to go through then. We can't just say any licensed prosecutor in the county of Burlington.
Yes, we could.
Or we can say that?
Yes, we can.
Well, then that's what I would suggest. Any licensed prosecutor in the county.
Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you.
Roll call?
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-19, the appointment of municipal public defender. Need an appointment nomination, please.
Nominate Robert Prisco.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton and Mr. Yates. Roll call, please.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes.
Just to clarify, my comments were directed to the public defender, so you have a named public defender as the alternate, right? Or, excuse me, prosecutor.
Prosecutor. Yep. But because we're going to have Katsouris and Connors, that firm anyway, that's what we're not going to have an issue.
Well, we're going to have a licensed
We'll have a licensed
prosecutor identified at that firm.
Right. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-20, appointment of animal control services. Need a nomination for an appointment, please.
I'll nominate Independent Animal Control Services out of Blackwood.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Questions or comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-21, the appointment of JIF Risk Management Consultant and Agreement. Need a motion for appointment, please, or nomination for appointment, I should say.
I'll nominate Brian Monahan of Haynes PC Iron.
Insurance Agency Management, also known as. Thank you, Mr. Yates. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-2022, appointment of Fund Commissioner and an alternate Fund Commissioner. I'm going to make these nominations, make a nomination for Douglas Kramer and LaShawn Barber. Need a second, please.
The whole entire board.
LaShawn, pick whoever you want. Roll call, please. We're not even going to discuss it. There's no comments or questions tonight. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-23, extending the tax quarter payment grace period. Need a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Thank you, Mr. Franz. Need a second?
Yeah, I'll second that, but the resolution I have says 1722, that should be 23, right?
Yes.
It's 1723 that I have. I agree with Joe. It's through the Municipal Alliance.
I'm going off my,
Go off your green card.
going off the green copy.
Right.
Green copy is what we're doing. That's
Okay.
that's a vote tally sheet. That one there.
It also has to be signed by the mayor.
I'm not signing anything I'm not supposed to sign, I can tell you that. But I will be happy to take a second on this resolution and we can discuss it.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yates.
Thank you.
Doug, any questions or comments on this?
On the grace period?
Yep.
The grace period allows each quarter in February, May, August, and November to be extended to the 10th. There's no interest charged to the residents as long as they get it in by the 10th. It's been a past practice for many years.
Okay. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes. Motion to adopt Resolution 2017-24, approving the deer carcass removal agreement. There's a lot of these around here. Need a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Thank you, Mr. Franz. Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. The agreement's between Independent Animal Control Service, is that correct?
Can we withdraw?
No.
Can we withdraw? LLC.
Okay, oh, okay. Okay. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes.
Thank you.
Need a motion to approve the bills? It is included in your packet.
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Yates. Need a second, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mr. Franzen. Questions, comments? Roll call.
Mr. Barton?
Yes.
Mr. Franzen?
Yes.
Mr. Yates?
Yes.
Mayor Lee?
Yes.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to open up the meeting for public comment. If you're interested in being heard this evening, first of all, thanks for coming. If you're interested in being heard this evening, please raise your hand. And I'll call on you, come to the center of the room. There's a microphone just next to the fan there. And I will call on you, and please limit your comments to roughly 3 minutes. Going once, going twice. Mr. Lowe.
William Lowe, 24, didn't move, 24 Acres Drive, Tabernacle, the Emergency Management Coordinator. And since I haven't had a chance to talk to the committee since before I was evacuated out of the Green Mountains, I thought I would talk to you tonight to start off 2017 well, and start off with, for your concurrence or understanding, this is the people I'm going to appoint to the Local Emergency Preparedness Committee, which is the closest thing that we have to a Public Safety Committee in Tabernacle. So you'll notice the names of the people. They represent various elements of the township, from the fire company to the rescue squad to public members to the school district, and to there's a farmer on there, and then there's a businessman on there, industry. So they represent the different segments of the population so that we can look at the plans that I develop for the safety of the township in the event of emergency. The two primary missions that emergency management coordinators got is to be the chairman of the local emergency preparedness committee and prepare the emergency operations plan. Everything else we just kind of make up as we go along. Also attached to that packet are the meeting dates for the LEPC, the Safety Committee, and the Pineland Circle. You will always be invited as members of the committee to the LEPC. You're always welcome to any others, and they're all public meetings. Any questions? Thank you for your support. I look forward to the next year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. Any other comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll close the public. This time I'd like to do committee reports. We'll start with Mr. Kramer. Anything this evening? I know you're not on the agenda, but we'll call anything.
Just like to congratulate you and Mr. Yates, and look forward to working with the entire committee this year.
Thank you. Pete?
Just want to extend my appreciation for the opportunity to serve. The confidence and trust that you exhibit in me by doing so is much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Barton?
Just like to wish all the residents and our volunteers in Tabernacle a healthy and prosperous 2017.
Mr. Franzen?
Happy New Year to everyone. Congratulations to Stephen and Joe again. I think we're going to have another great year. We look forward to it. And tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, the tree committee is de-lighting the tree outside here. If anybody wants to stop by at 9 o'clock and help us take the lights off and the decorations down, we certainly could use some additional help. That's all I got.
What's the weather like tomorrow?
Well, it's the warmest day of the week. And
Does it get cold tomorrow?
and it's supposed, the rain is supposed to stop, so if it's raining, we won't do it. But that's why we picked tomorrow.
So we make reindeer do it.
Yeah. No problem for me, but
Are you taking the lights down with a chainsaw or not?
we could. We could. We could just push the tree into the dumpster, you know, but no, we won't do
In the
that.
upper 40s.
Is that what it is tomorrow?
In the upper 40s.
Cool.
50
Rick, anything else? That's it, thanks. Joe?
I'd like to thank everyone for their support that they've given myself and Stephen in getting us reelected and reappointed to this committee. And again, it's obvious the people in this room had a happy and safe New Year, and I hope all your families did also. And that is it.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. I have a couple things. I wanted to mention that Mrs. Brown was unable to join us this evening. I did speak with her this evening, and she also sends along her congratulations as well, and hopefully we'll see her soon. I also wanted to thank specifically my colleagues on the committee for their confidence in me leading our meetings again, and it's truly humbling for me to sit in this chair for a second consecutive year. I'm truly humbled by that, and I look at it as a team effort. There's not one chair that's more important than the other. As I've said before, one voice is more important than the other, and that's how we get things accomplished, is working together. So I want to thank my colleagues for this honor of being mayor for a second consecutive year. I also want to thank the folks the residents of Tabernacle that put their confidence in me, and back in June in the primary and also back in November. And I also want to congratulate Joe as well. I know that it was a long couple months, and it's truly a privilege and an honor for us to be here representing the township. I want to especially thank Sean and Doug and Terry and Pete and the staff specifically. Kim and Tom is here tonight. The guys at Public Works, the folks that come in every day and go to work and support our community. They're truly the backbone of our community, without question. The folks that work in this building and work next door, and also over on New Road, and also over on Hawkins Road, do a tremendous amount for our community. And we're very, very fortunate. We've had a tremendous year, and we've been very fortunate. And I look forward to a good and prosperous 2017. And last but not least, I want to thank my family, Patrick and Andrew, who helped with swearing me in tonight. First time I came to Reorganization, Patrick was 6, and Andrew was 8. Patrick and Andrew are not 6 and 8 anymore. I can tell you that they have been a huge part of what's helped me come here and serving on committee. I've missed time with them, and they've gone through a lot of sacrifice too. And I just wanted to publicly say thank you for that. Thank you for being there for me, and I also want to thank my wife Monica, who clearly is the rock in my life. I can tell you that. We come from a very close family. As many of you know, my mom and dad would have been here this evening, but they entertained my sisters this past week, and they'd had about enough time out, so they were unable to make it. But clearly, I'm truly blessed with not only having my family as support and the folks that we have here working in town, but also our community. I'm truly humbled to serve as mayor. I've been on for 6 years. I'm looking forward to another 3, and it's an absolute honor to represent you. And I just want to say thank you. Other than that, that's all I have. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Franz and Mr. Yates, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, folks. Congratulations. You interested? Congratulations. I am. She's had she's doing
I know.
Going college shopping, so yeah. See you, bud. Actually, tomorrow I'm much better. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Manufacturer, high tech, let's just
Yeah, I was up there too. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it's under the site, man.
But that's why I try to always now what I'll do is
I'll email you his email. Those are supposed to be
I never made him fire rescue. Sean made himself fire rescue. I made him fire coordinator. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him into fire rescue again, but I will put down as fire coordinator. And because that leaves you still as the chief, and I want both of you on the thing, so you both get the emails. But he will be the fire coordinator. Now, the other issue of that is that if we go to something that's a full-blown operation, whatever it might be, he needs to be in makes the decision. Are we going to be on a fire truck, or are we going to be in EOC? And that's always an issue. So if he's not going to be in the EOC, he needs to have somebody in the EOC that's going to replace him. I've got to get away from Sean. There's nothing wrong with Sean. I just got to get away from Sean because there's nobody that learns anything because Sean holds it all in. And he knows more than anybody else. Well, that's right. That's right. And quite frankly, the same thing is true of OEM and EOC. There's a lot of people that think they know what an OEM does, but that was 20 years ago. You know, and it's changed. Well, the same thing's true of EOC. And for example, like last year in Jonas, or if we talked about Sandy or something like that, or the big windstorm in June when we started off at your place and we didn't go for EOC, and we're putting out people, and you wound up doing it. And we need somebody that can be there that can. Because obviously there's somebody knows what drunks. I don't. And I don't want enough. I don't want to fire water on fires. I don't need to know that. I don't want your job either. The only thing a coordinator does is talk.
Have a great night, Courtney. Happy New Year. Tell Laura and say hello.
Okay, thank you.
Glad to see you feel better. You got a knife?
I don't think so. I'm not showing that on again. He can have it back from the firehouse.
I'm going to design an OEM on that. Somebody was so hot to get this OEM was crazy, but Tabernacle Fire Company #1. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Dave. And he's a good guy.
Yes, he is. He's going to be your next chief.
Yeah, well,